Welcome, Triton Nation, to the home weekend broadcast with the IowaCcentral Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College Blackhawks. First time we've seen them this season. Down here, over on Ed Barber Field, it's going to be an exciting one. The Tritons, top of the conference this season. They want to keep on rolling through conference with another victory today. Let's go through the starting lineups. Starting off with the starting pitchers for today's contest. The IowaCcentral Tritons going to start off with Brett Sears today on the mound. He's warming up right now, getting ready, because we're about to see the Tritons in white tonight. Get ready to go. They're going to be on the defensive end of side of ball first. As well as that, the Blackhawks, their starting pitcher is going to be Hayden Cooper. Well, we'll see from him later on. Now heading into the starting lineups, we'll see up to bat. Let's start with the Blackhawks side. The Blackhawks side going to be batting first. For them, we're going to see number 13, Cole Yearsley. Number 32, Cole Smith. Number 7, Maxton Pollard. Number 24, Noel Megan Doyle. Number 1, Albert Guzman. Number 3, Carlos Medina. Number 12, Jaime Jesus. Number 23, Alex Mostem. And then number 55, Taiki Nakao. And now for your IowaCcentral Tritons, where we'll see the batting rotation go in order. Max Holy going to start us off wearing the number 7. He's the shortstop for tonight's contest. Evan Borst going to be wearing number 2. He's going to be the second baseman for us. Jalen Martinez, who's going to be out in center field, number 18, batting third. Brock Johnson, the DH, wearing the number 23. Trey Morris going to be wearing the number 44 as he's going to be in on first base. Caleb Corbin going to be number 6 for today's contest. Over at third base, over there at the 4 spot, Nick Baker now. Wearing the number 5, we're going to see him catching today for the IowaCcentral Tritons. Now Isaac Becker going to be the right fielder today for tonight's contest. Number 9 also going to be at the 9 spot. Alongside that, we'll see Jacob Barton. Jacob Barton from him, we're going to be wearing the number 1, and he's going to be the left fielder as well, who just had that ball smacked all the way out towards him. And wow, what a way to start today's contest. We're going to see a double right away at the top of the order for Cole Yearsley. Go ahead and write that down. We've seen 2 pitches so far from Drew Sears. One of them a ball, one of them right down the pike to go towards the fences. 0-0, beautiful weather here, a little windy. Let's see what these Tritons got. If you don't know, you're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the IowaCcentral Tritons today. Alongside me, my boy in the booth, Brandon Fisher, running the scoreboard and the graphics for Triton Nation. We'd like to welcome you all for a beautiful day to play baseball. So we're looking right now. That was a strike right down the middle, as Sears really threw it in. Got a runner on second now. It's Yearsley up to bat now. Cole Smith, 32. He's going to pop one up. It's going to go towards the right side of the field. The left fielder coming in. Can he catch it down? No, he can't. It's going to roll out of bounds, matter of fact. That's going to be a re-hit. As we're looking at the count so far, 0-2 with 0 outs. Tritons pitching first. This is going to be the 5th pitch we've seen from Sears today. He's given up 1 double at the beginning of the very first batter today. Let's see what he's got now for Cole Smith, who has an 0-2 count. Pitcher's count, what do you show him here? Sears looking down, still. Eyes back in the head, looking for Yearsley. And now, nice little chop down, though. They're going to say that he did tip it. It's going to be a foul ball as that went back towards the announcers. About had a fly ball, a free ball to my name. Give me a Snickers or something from the concession stands. So the count will stay 0-2 with 0 outs. Yearsley still at second base. Showing a 4-look front now. Here we go with the Tritons. That one went a little low. I think he put it right where he wanted it. He's trying to paint the corners. That's what we've seen from Sears early on. That will be the first ball in the count. 1-2 with 0 outs. The score 0-0. Tritons in white tonight as the Blackhawks are wearing black on gray pants. Sears next pitch. Gonna be a blooper, goes up. Gonna be near Holy, gonna fall right short of the center fielder. Did he haul it in? I think he did. It's going to be close, and right there, a throw over towards third base to try to throw over Yearsley to get out. Yearsley did slide in time to make it, however. But looky there. That's going to be the first out of the inning, it looks like, right? They will say he caught it, so out there catching that fly ball out there was the 8-man out there. Over out at center field today for the Iowa Central Tritons, Jalen Martinez, who would a diving grab. Martinez, one of the best on the team, hitting home runs today, so that's a nice fly ball we saw him catch. Here we go now. Sears' next pitch, gonna be a nice slider right down the middle. Now Sears got a really nice stance when he throws. Stands straight up, a lot of confidence in his throw. He can do a little sidearm trick. That one was a slider. Really cut him right when he needed to. And that's another strike that time, got him swinging. Up the backs right now is Maxton Poland, and right now he's looking at an 0-2 count with 1 out. Same situation we just saw from Cole Smith. Now we got to be wary because we do have a runner on third base. It's Cole Yearsley. 0-2 count. Here we go now. Maxton Poland. Gonna be caught swinging once again. Warm up your seat. You're taking a trip back to the bench. 0-0 is your count with 2 outs. Coming up next is the lefty, Noel Magandoyle. First strikeout of the day. Way to go, Sears. That one's going to chop him all the way towards the left side. Magandoyle going to be facing a 0-1 count. Now this is going to leave a little cut if you don't score here for the Blackhawks. You're the underdog coming into today's contest. You got a runner on third, but now you're facing 2 outs. Triton's doing a great job at rallying after the first batter, as the count now is 1-1. 2 outs after we just saw that one chop towards outside. Sears now throwing that fastball, but it's going to be just a little off. Nearly nicked the shin, actually, that time of Noel Magandoyle. Magandoyle, what do you got for us? Here we go, 2-1 count with 2 outs. Throw him down low. Magandoyle got a chopper, but it's going to go right back to Sears, who's going to throw him out at first. So there you have it, the first inning down. We're going to move to the bottom of the first in just a moment right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. step up to the plate. Let's see what they got. The score 0-0. Max Holy going to be up first for the Tritons. He's a shortstop for us this season. Is that one going to be a foul ball going way back towards the net? Thank goodness for that net. Otherwise, shoot, should be wearing some helmets out here. 0-1, 0 outs right now. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Iowa Central Tritons for their weekend tournament against the Blackhawks out of Southeastern Community College. Wow, nice cut. I mean, that one near his nose, cut right back down. That's a strike. 0-2 count for Max Holy. Holy, what you gonna do? Great situation that their pitcher put himself in right here. Now, pitching today for the Blackhawks, Hayden Cooper. Little bloop right down there. 1-2, that's a ball. Could have been expected. When you had a pitcher's count, I mean, you can throw whatever you want, besides smacking it right down the middle for Holy to send a home run bomb. Let's see what Holy got for us now. 1-2 count. Fourth pitch. Here we go for Coop. It's going to hit him. It may leave a little bruise, but should be walking to first. Oh, yeah. That really hit him real good. Now, Holy, he's wearing a protective guard, luckily, right on that elbow. The umpires are going to go talk it over. Might be saying it touched the bat. How unfortunate would that be? 1-2 count so far. 0 outs. Holy, going to walk the first. Well, one batter down and one single to go for the Tritons. Coming up next for the Iowa Central Tritons, Evan Borst. He's our third baseman. Made a play earlier to close out the very first inning, well, the top of the first inning, I should say, that we saw from the Blackhawks hitting. Borst, what do you got for us? Here we go.
The third baseman, number 2, Evan Borst.
Hayden Cooper started off strong here, as he did show a pitcher's count at the beginning, a 0-2, fell to a 1-2, and then he hit Holy. Let's see what he's got here. Cooper doing a good job at checking his stance. What he does is he throws it right down the line for Borst. That one's going to fall just short of the net. Foul ball, 0-1 count. Both these pitchers today, for the starting pitchers between Sears and Cooper, both doing a great job being cool, calm, and collective. No one has let up more than 2 balls to a single batter yet. It's been all strikes for each side's batters. Here we go now. Throwing down low. It's going to be another chop. It goes up and, well, it's going to be a foul. It's going to stay 0-2. Evan Borst, what do you got? Here we go. Now, Cooper does a really good job at really leaning in. His stance allows him to really be able to throw really high, really fast, and really low, really fast, because not a lot of movement between his outside shoulders. Now, what can be a little factor in the way that he stands is the way that he hangs the ball down so low. Sometimes it'll take that extra second to throw over to first, what he did right there. Holy is a quickster. Not going to bat an eye. He'll get back there in time to not throw him out. Oh, let's see what they call here. Going to be a strikeout. Borst going to walk back to the dugout. So far, we're looking at 0-0-1. 0-0 is a score, and coming up next to bat, Jalen Martinez, leading them Tritons in home runs, especially this past week. He's been dominant. Whammies and smackers all around the Iowa towns. Jalen Martinez up next to bat. He's our center fielder who made a really highlight play at the beginning, and oh, did they get him? Close. Holy's got really light feet. I think he got back in time. He did. It'll stay with just 1 out. 0-0 the count. Let's see what you got, Martinez. Now that one, when he threw back to first, it was a little too high. Holy did a good job at sliding down. That first baseman also, by the way, did a great job at catching that ball that went way outside. Because that could have prevented Holy from running to second. Now that one just a little low. It's going to be a 1-0 count. 1 ball. Hayden Cooper now going to get back at it. And like I said a moment ago, that's where we're going to see a lot of those counts. Either a little too high, a little too low if it's a ball. I don't think we'll see a lot swinging outside with the way his stance is. Really trying to pick off Max Holy. And that's a sign early is if you can get under your pitcher's skin early that you're opposing against, Holy doing a great job for the Tritons playing mind games. 1-0 with 1 out. And once again, Holy going to have to run back, scamper on by so he doesn't prevent a second out to fall against the Tritons. Here we go. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Score 0-0. Martinez is batting right now for the Tritons. Sending down, and there goes Holy, who's going to slide, and it's good. He made it all the way downtown to steal second. Way to go, Holy. And that was a ball, so that's going to bring the count to 2-0 with 1 out. Martinez in a good spot right now. This is the very first batter that has seen 2 balls to go in his favor. Everyone else has only had either 0 or 1 ball. So you're going to want to start throwing strikes here. For Cooper, Hayden Cooper, what you going to do now? You know Holy likes to run. And Martinez, nice crack at the bat, but it's going to hit the net right behind him. It's going to be a 2-1 count with 1 out. So far, Holy, our only runner right now. We're in the 3rd batter in the rotation. 1 out. Here we go, Martinez. Pitch comes in. Ooh, near hit him. He's going to have to step away from that one. That was close. Might have even grazed his mustache there. Did he have a mustache at the beginning of the day? Well, he definitely doesn't now. 3-1, 1 out. Hayden Cooper, what you going to throw here? 3-1. Doesn't look pretty for the count. Going to be close to inside. That's another walk. Both runners to get on base for the Tritons so far today, both coming off of walks. 1 hit Holy, and that one is 4 balls to go just inside the elbow. Coming up next to bat for the Iowa Central Tritons, Brock Johnson, number 23. He's our DH. He's a big hitter. As we just saw the outfielders, they all took a step back. I don't blame them. Maybe take another 5 steps back for extra measure. 0-0, 1 out. We got a runner on first and second. It's Max Holy and Jalen Martinez. Here comes Brock Johnson. Hayden Cooper on the mound. He's a starting pitcher today for the Blackhawks. As he throws down. Nice pitch. From where I'm sitting, it looked like it was right down the middle. Close to being a little outside. Brock Johnson sitting on the first pitch. I like the idea. Don't need to force anything, especially with having runners on your side. 0-1 count with 1 out. Johnson going to wait for it. Here we go now, waiting for the pitch. Going to throw backwards. Nice read that time between the shortstop and Hayden Cooper. Communication between your infielders is so key when it comes down to throwing those pitches. As Holy nearly let him get behind him, but luckily he jumped on the brakes, jumped on the pedals, and not let him get all the way out there. So that was Yearsley out there that nearly tagged Holy out. That pitch going to be outside. You can tell that it affected the way he throws the ball right there. 1-1 with 1 out. Each runner will advance. Holy's on third. And now we see Martinez, who's tagged up on second. Brock Johnson still batting with a 1-1 count and 1 out. Now right there, that's just the beauty of playing head games with your opposing team's pitcher in Hayden Cooper. Got a really good stance, but don't see a lot of balls getting thrown outside that time. Just a little too much side arm. That's what kind of let it hit the dirt and roll back and let the runners advance. 1-2 with a beautiful pitch down low. One of the best pitches I've seen today from Hayden Cooper. Johnson, what you got? Johnson now. He can bomb it. Maybe we can get some runners to tag. You got to think that's in the back of his mind as he's sitting right here. Going down low, going to chop at it. Johnson wants that one back as that one was the pitch that he wanted. Just a little too low. He hit the bottom of the ball. It's going to stay a 1-2 count with 1 out. Max Holy is our runner on third. And Jalen Martinez, runner on second. Just 1 out for the Tritons. Tough to force a double play here. That's a good situation with having a runner on third and second. Johnson, nice hit outside. That's way back, way back, and that's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Looking like it's going to bring in Holy and Martinez, and that's a double for the DH. The cleanup hitter, Brock Johnson, to get the first points on the board for IC3. Wow, that was money. Tritons take the lead 2-0 with our next batter being Trey Morris. Coming up next, our first baseman, number 44, Brock Johnson, now on second.
Brings up the first baseman, number 44, Trey Morris.
Nice pitch by Hayden Cooper. Now you got to reassess. You got a good game. Don't necessarily need to change up the way you've been pitching. You've had a few things go against you. Both of those walks have been crucial. You had Max Holy going in your favor, but then you threw that pitch that hit him, and now Jalen Martinez, who's one of the best hitters in the ICAC conference, you got him to slide by with two runners that were on second and third, and then getting tagged up by Brock Johnson. That's something that we're going to see often. Now, that was a nice catch out there by their left fielder. Trey Morris going to have to go back to the dugout. Is right there. That's going to be the second out this trip for the Tritons. Coming up next to bat, Caleb Corbin for the Iowa Central Tritons.
Hitting next, second baseman, number 6, Caleb Corbin.
Caleb Corbin awaiting his first pitch. Down the pike, he's going to sit on that ball, 1-0 count. Brock Johnson is on second right now. Brock Johnson, a really big guy, a lot of muscle to him, but hey, he's got light feet too. He's a speedster. Got to watch out for that. Cooper going to try to reassess, throw right down. Nice ball, 1-1. That's slid on down. Now, another factor in this match that we'll see today is the wind. A lot of wind. You can see on your screen right there how much it's blowing the flag. As the wind is heading into the west direction. That ball is heading into the mid direction, down low, 1-2 count now. Nice strike. One-two count, 2 outs. Here we go. Fourth pitch on its way, going to be above the head for Corbin. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Now, check this out. You've walked 2 batters so far if you're Hayden Cooper, but you've only thrown 6 balls. Goes back to that hit earlier. Now Corbin doing a good job at sitting on that one, 3-2 with 2 outs. That's a full count, the first of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Full count for the Tritons at the bottom of the first inning. Tritons are up 2-0 against the Blackhawks out of Southeastern Community College. Here we go, Corb. Goes down low, and they're going to walk him. Caleb Corbin, the third Triton batter to be walked in the very first inning. And up next to bat, we'll see Nick Baker.
Now hitting catcher, number 5, Nick Baker.
Nick Baker, the catcher for the Tritons. Let's see what he's got. Tritons up 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs so far. New rotation. Baker hits over towards third. Trying to throw towards second. It looks like they got him. That's a great one right there. That's going to be a 4-6 out. Going to force the Tritons to switch it up. They're going to be pitching in just a moment. We'll be right back after the short break. After the Tritons went up 2-0 is your score heading into the top of the second. Welcome back, Triton Nation. We've been through one complete inning. Now we're at the top of the second inning. Pitching for the Tritons, Brett Sears, as he's going to throw one right down the pike. Slid a little outside. And batting right now, who just gave up the first strike, Albert Guzman. The score is 2-0. Each starting pitcher has let up just one hit, and it's going to stay like that after the first out of the top of the second inning. Guzman, good thing he ran over towards first base, and he doesn't have to take a far trip because he can just swing on back and head over towards the dugout. 2-0 with one out so far. Tritons with the lead. Is the ump going to go over to talk to Sears? Looks like got an issue with the ball. Some skid marks from how fast Sears been throwing the ball. Going to swap one out. Batting now for the Blackhawks, we're going to see Carlos Medina. Correction. My apologies there. Sears with that last pitch. Threw it on over towards Max Holy. Holy going to just hold on to the ball. I think that's the right call. That will be the second hit awarded towards their side. Believe so. Yep, second hit.
Brings up the first baseman, number 12, Jesus Jaime.
So that's just the second hit that Sears has let up today. Probably the first full hit, because the very first batter we saw from Cole Yearsley just had the perfect placement of the ball. Way out to left field, scampered on by to get himself a double to begin the game. You'd have to think a little factor because of that was the wind. Having to feel that, being a left fielder on the line, is it going out, is it staying in with the wind, because it's very windy today. It's died down a little bit now to start the second period, but it was going a little crazy for my liking in the first. Here we go now, back to action here over at Ed Barber Field. 0-1's a count with one out. Sears throws down the middle. That'll be a strike because it's fouled off. Batter right now is Jaime Jesus for the Blackhawks. While they have one runner on first base, it's Carlos Medina. 0-2 count with one out. Tritons have the lead 2-0. Sears tried to paint the corner. Did it bounce right on the line? Oh, it did. They're going to stay fair. Goodness, and there goes the runner. That's Carlos Medina. Taking a trip to third base. It's just going to be a single, however, for Jaime Jesus, but putting the Blackhawks in prime position to score now with a runner on each of the sides on first and third base.
Brings up the center fielder, number 23, Alex Mussenden.
Next to bat, Alex Mussenden with one out. Sears, now you got to dig yourself out of the hole. Mussenden is the 8th batter in the rotation for the Blackhawks. Soon going to be back to the top of the rotation. Here we go now. One out remains. There's one out on the board. 2 outs remaining to pick up for Sears. Nice pitch. Right down as Mussenden just sat on that one. Don't need to force anything. Going to be chopped over. It's going to get past the third baseman. And now we'll see a runner go home and score the first run for the Blackhawks. The score now 2-1 after that RBI single.
Brings up the shortstop, number 55, Take Nakayo.
Now at the bottom of the rotation, Take Nakayo batting up next for the Blackhawks. Runners on first and second. It's Alex Mussenden who's on first, and it is Jaime Jesus who's on second, after we just saw Carlos Medina run home. Going to show bunt. Going to be a strike. Got right under the bat. 0-1 the count with one out. Sears now got to climb up. Waiting Sears, next pitch. Going to go down. Swinging at that one. 0-2 count. Fastball. It was a little high, too. Those are always good ones to get them swinging. And anytime you can get your opponent to swing, really. But when it's up high like that, force a swing, I like it. 0-2 count with one out. Tritons have allowed 3 total runners on base this inning. Right there, though, Nakao not going to get on. He'll strike out. That is a second strikeout to go in favor of Sears. Now we're back to the top of the order. Cole Yearsley up next to bat for the Blackhawks. 2 outs for the Tritons so far. Yearsley at the very beginning hit a big slammer out towards the left fielder. Jammed up right in the corner. Probably was about near 300 feet. I don't know if it got there. After a few bounces, definitely passed 300 feet and headed towards the fences. Well, now he's in a situation with 2 runners on first and second, with now a 1-0 count after that one was a little too outside. Sears has a straight up look so far. That one's going to get him swinging. Sears did a really good job at dropping his shoulder. The ball went real low, forcing him to try to really swing it like it was a golf. Like it was a golf ball down low. That's what's going to have a miss. 1-1, 2 outs. Swing outside. It's going to stay 2-1 count. Hey, you're welcome. You're good. 2-1 count with 2 outs so far. Tritons have the lead 2-1. Still have a runner on first and second. Sears on the mound. He's your starting pitcher today for the Tritons. That was just his 15th pitch, as that's going to be a strike right there. So I've counted a total of 9 strikes to go his way, just 5 balls. 2-2 with 2 outs so far. 2s are wild for Brett Sears, wearing the number 4 on the mound. Throws right down the middle, hit out towards the center fieldman. Here we go, Martinez, who underhands that one. That'll close out the inning. The Tritons let 1 to go to their opposing side. The score, 2-1. We'll be right back at the bottom of the second inning in just a moment, right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Back to action here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. The score, 2-1. The Tritons lead at the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Iowa Central Tritons today for this Saturday matchup of the Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. Blackhawks, they're out on the pitching away. The first pitch in the bottom of the second inning will be a strike to go in favor of Hayden Cooper. That ball going to be a pop fly. A short one. 2 pitches going to knock down Isaac Becker. Cooper starting off this set hot. 1 out to go against the Tritons. Up next to bat for Iowa Central, Jacob Barton.
Hitting now, left fielder number 1, Jacob Barton.
A lot of lefties today so far we've seen. 0-1. I should have been counting. Next set I'll most certainly start to count. I know Yearsley for the Blackhawks, he's a lefty who just was the last batter at the top of the second inning. Now, 2 batters starting off here. At the bottom of the second, both lefties. 0-2 count with 1 out. Barton going to be facing a pitcher's throw. Here we go. Nice little cut right there is going to keep Barton alive near home plate. 0-2 count with 1 out. Oh, 2. Coop. Near cut a corner. 1-2 count with 1 out. Now, one thing to notice for Cooper is he changed up his stance. At the beginning, we saw him lunging forward really low, fixing his shoulder so he could only really throw either too high or too low. Now he's going back to more of a traditional style. That one's going to cut near corner. It'll stay 2-2 with 1 out. Barton doing a good job at hanging in there for IC3. Score 2-1. Tritons at the bottom of the second. They're batting. Big hit. Pops way out towards center field. Get the sun in your eyes. Nope. Shoot. 2 outs. Working against the Tritons. And now, here we go. Holy moly, we're already back to the top of the batting order. Max Holy up next for Iowa Central. He's our shortstop, and the first time we saw him, had a walk as the ball hit him. And he got the first run today.
Number 7, Max Holy.
And he got the first run today. Two outs, the score 2-1. Holy will sit on the first pitch. It's going to be a 1-0 count now. And Holy, if you also remember, he was a runner that really got in the head of Hayden Cooper. He tried to throw him out about 10 times. Nothing could go in his favor. Is that next pitch going to go down low? 2-0. Holy still winning the head game. Max Holy wearing the lucky number 7 this season. Last season he wore the number 6. We saw him a lot in the outfield. Played infield from time to time as well. Very adaptable player. This year he's starting at shortstop. Now he's going to blast over the head of the shortstop, but a little too far. Will end up in left field. That's going to be the 3rd out. The bottom of the second. Going to have to switch it up. We'll be right back to start inning number 3 in just a short break on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to the start of the weekend matchup. Iowa Central Tritons taking on the Southeastern Community College Blackhawks. The score is currently 2-1. The Tritons going to go at the top of the 3rd. Still pitching with Brett Sears. as he has allowed so far 4 hits. He's got 2 strikeouts. Alongside that, he's only let up 1 run. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the day for the Iowa Central Tritons. Coach Twait stopping by. 0-1 count to begin the top of the 3rd. Sears, a nice streaker for his first pitch. Tried to do something a little similar with his second pitch, but it's going to stay 1-1. Sears is going to make them earn their hits today as Cole Smith is now batting for the Blackhawks. Whoa! Smith hits the light pole, ends up on his side of the dugout. 1-2 is a count. Sears starting off with the first batter here at the top of the 3rd inning. He's really throwing heat. He's letting it rip. Let's try his 4th pitch. In the 3rd, goes over the head of the second baseman and flies down low towards our right fielder. That's a single to begin the 3rd inning. Cole Smith to start off with a single.
Next, number 7, Maxton Paulette.
Maxton Pulled now coming up next to bat. Last time we saw Pulled, we saw him strike out. He got Sears' first strikeout to go in his favor. Let's see if he can get him with the same justice. 2-1's a score with a runner on first. See if Sears tries to change up anything to the way he's been pitching. Oh, that ball goes up, high. I didn't even see it land. Oh, it hit the top of our roof. Good thing we got a roof. Otherwise, I would have needed Brandon to jump on me, save me from getting hit. 0-1 count. Shout out Brandon. He's doing the graphics and scoreboard, producing the broadcast for us today. Thank you very much, Brandon. Otherwise, you're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the weekend matchup for the Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. But Sears, so far, highlighting the show, is he's going to have one streak a little too low. 1-1 count, 0 outs. That was the 6th pitch we've seen this inning from Sears. Is that one just a little outside? It's going to be a 2-1 count now. With a runner on first, it's Cole Smith. Pulled looking to get on base for the first time today. He'll have a chop swing over towards Coach Stein. We're good. 2-2 the count. Zero outs so far. Sears has let up 5 hits. He's got 2 strikeouts, hasn't let up any walks, and just 1 run. 2-1 the score. Sears still on the mound. He's done a good job of just sticking to baseball. Playing catch with his catcher. He hasn't tried to attempt to pick any of the runners off so far. We haven't seen any runners try to go, actually, matter of fact, for the Blackhawks. The Tritons, however, they've been pretty aggressive to start off through the first 2 innings we've seen from them. Running and batting. 3-2 the count. That's going to swing. Going to stop it right there. They'll say batter out. They're saying that he was out of the box, it looks like. So out. It's going to bring over their third base coach to talk to the ump to see what's up. I heard a reaction over on the Blackhawk side saying, what? They're going to want to talk about it. They're going to try to negotiate to keep the round alive. Still trying to talk with him. I don't think the ump's going to have it. Not going to leave him happy. Going to have to look up if that's for sure a strikeout or not. For now, I'm going to mark it down as a half. Give him half a K. No. I'll put him a K for sure. Gotcha. Here we go now, coming back. So far the score, 2-1. I'm going to mark down a strikeout. Second strikeout for Maxton Pulled. He's not having a good day. One out. Is that pitch going to hit low? Actually, matter of fact, it's going to hit off the ankle, I guess, of that pitcher, Noel Magandola. Magandola going to walk.
Hitting next, the catcher number 1, Albert Guzman.
Albert Guzman up next now to bat for the Blackhawks. We've seen one out so far. The top of the third inning. Guzman now. Last time we saw from him, he blooped it on over towards our second baseman. That is our second baseman out there, Evan Borst. To begin this inning, Borst had a ball fly right over the head of him by Cole Smith. He's who got the single to begin the inning. And now Cole Smith, he's on second. And on first base, Noel Magandola, after he just got hit with the ball. 0-1 count with one out. Ooh, Guzman has one fly way up in the air. It fell short. I wonder if it must have ricocheted off the net or something. 0-2, one out. As that went out of my line of sight. Luckily, I don't got the sun in my face, so that's good. That's good for this coverage. 0-2 count with one out. Here we go now. Guzman is batting for the Blackhawks. Here goes Sears. Brett Sears throws it right down the middle. The ball goes up. Does it go down in favor of the left fielder? Ooh, has to run around. That's that wind. You could tell he started on near the north side as he had to move all the way towards the west. That's where the wind is blowing. Goodness gracious. Great save for our left fielder out there today. Left fielder today, Jacob Barton.
Hitting next, third baseman, number 3, Carlos Medina.
Carlos Medina going to be batting up next now. There we go. Runners on first and second. Medina. No way. Medina now. He had the very first run. Well, actually the only run, matter of fact. 0-1, 2 outs. Medina sitting in right here. Here we go. Brett Sears still on the mound. Sears throws down and Medina chops up. The hit that had Medina get on base and score for the only run for the Blackhawks today was a single, as it skirted right on past our third baseman Evan Borst earlier. Hit him a little low, took a funky bounce in the dirt. That's what got him on base. Now he's looking at a pitcher's count for Sears, 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runner on first and second. Sears. Cut a shear and all the way out. Now, towards the big fella. Gonna catch it out there. He got 2 pop flies out there for Jacob Barton. And there you go. That'll switch us up. We're gonna be at the bottom of the third inning in just a moment right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
Evan Borst.
Welcome back, Triton Nation. Evan Borst to begin at the bottom of the third. He is our third baseman, and now he's out there standing alone. 1-0 count. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Iowa Central Tritons for the weekend matchup between the Southeast Community College Blackhawks. And producing the show for today's broadcast is Brandon Fisher, running the graphics, producing, doing it all. 1-1 now the count after that one went down central. Nice pitch that time by Hayden Cooper, who's going to stay throughout 2 innings so far. Let's see if he can get himself out of another inning. He has let up 2 runs off of 1 hit and 2 walks. Yep, 2 walks. Is that one going to be foul ball hit near the line? Line judge had a duck under that one. 1-2 with 0 outs so far to begin the first batter in the third spree. Ooh, hard chop near the net. 1-2. Luckily no holes in the net. After that one might have created a hole, to be honest. That was a hard hit. Just went backwards. Straighten her out, Borst. 1-2 the count, 0 outs. Here it comes. The pitch going down a little high for Borst, but he's going to chop it over to short base. Is he quick enough? I don't think he's in time. He's not. I think that's the right call. That's going to be a 6-3 out. Throwing him out over there. First out, the bottom of the third inning. Going to be a 6-3. Thrown over from shortstop. Up next to bat, Jalen Martinez, who had the second run on the day for the Tritons. Let's go. Martinez. 1 out so far. The score 2-1. Martinez going to swing and going to miss. Happy trigger for Martinez. That one's going to slide past him. 0-1 count with 1 out now. Throwing on over. Martinez going to chop, going to end up being a little too wide outside. These Tritons, they just got to straighten out that hit. 0-2 with 1 out. The first one, I think he swung a little too late. That one, he swung maybe a little too early to straighten that one out. Let's see if we can time it out perfect now. 0-2, it's a pitcher's count. Oh, got him looking down low. Goodness gracious. Here we go with Hayden Cooper. He's heating up now to begin the third inning. It's not good. Can Brock Johnson have an answer for him? Bottom of the third, 2 outs so far, no runners on. That is strikeout number 2 on the day, keep in mind, for Hayden Cooper, who struggled a little bit. He did struggle, especially through the first inning. Picked it up a little bit in the second inning, only allowed 1 runner on. Right now, he's looking to get through 3 in the third. 1-0 count. That's the first ball of this inning from Coop. Oh, had a nice break. High then low, but 2-0. Haven't seen that pitch very often. He did change up his stance at the very beginning, and it's definitely worked out in his favor. He was throwing down low, more of a up-down perspective. Now he can pitch wherever he wants with a little bit more loose of a cannon and loose of an arm. 2-1 with 2 outs now. Sitting in it. Now throwing down, a little outside, but they're saying that it painted the outside. Here we go, 2s are wild. 2-2-2 with the score being 2-1. Brock Johnson off to bat now for the Tritons. He's who hit the first RBI on the day. Can't hit an RBI now, but he can do that. He blooped it up. Can the catcher swing it down? It's going to end up out of bounds, and who caught it over there? I think that's Josh Baker, the basketball star for the Tritons, getting the catch. Nice pop fly out there. Not an out, though. 2-2 with 2 outs. Brock Johnson awaiting the next pitch. Hayden Cooper has really dominated this round so far. Pitch coming down. It's outside. Full count with no one on base. Brock Johnson in a good situation here. Now, Brock Johnson is the kid you don't want to throw right down the middle, so maybe you just want to let Brock walk. Let's see it. Full count. Throwing down. Put it down the middle. You're going to pay for it. Brock Johnson going outside. Hits off the fence. He's running for second. Here we go. Going to have to get low, and he gets in. Sliding in time. That's a double for the Triton baller. 2 doubles on the day for Brock Johnson. Is he going to be stranded out at second? Up next to bat, we'll see Trey Morris. Big brother Brock Johnson sent it way out towards the fences. I tried to warn Hayden Cooper, but it didn't work. Did it, Brandon? I tried to warn him. Trey Morris coming up next to bat. The first time we saw him, hit a pop fly that's sent out towards left field. Now you can't do that again with it being 2 outs so far. Gonna have to get one to line down and touch the surface. 1-0. Good take is what I hear over in the booth. 2 outs with 1 out, or 2 outs with 1 ball. 2-1 the score. Cooper gonna have to regain that confidence. Morris to swing. That's going way outside. Souvenir for the neighbors. Way out over there. That one may be heading towards the highway, actually. Did you park up there, Brandon? I didn't. Okay, you're good. Insurance? Good. 1-1 with 2 outs. Trey Morris batting right now for the Tritons. We're on the 4-4. Gonna get him swinging. As that ball dropped low. Nice pitch from Coop. He's an impressive pitcher. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Trey Morris, the first baseman for the Iowa Central Tritons. Brock Johnson is our runner on second as he stands alone out there. Pitch, wheels in, and Morris gonna hit it bloop down. Morris, do you got the speed? Yeah, I don't think you do. That one's gonna be a 5-3 out. Closing out the 3rd inning. We'll be right back to start the 4th in just a moment on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation. Here we go to the top of the 4th inning. The Tritons have the lead, 2-1, and now they're on the mound with Brett Sears. Brett Sears has had a really good day. Jaime Jesus has had a really good day as well. He had a single back in the 2nd inning that led him stranded at the second base marker. Made a trip over there, just could not score. 0-1 now after he got Jaime swinging. Goes the next pitch, another swinging. And another missing. 0-2 with 0 outs. Here we go. Starting it off hot. Got a pitcher's count now to begin the first batter in the 4th inning. I love what I see so far from the Tritons. Now keep in mind, folks, today is going to go for 9 innings. Tomorrow's matchup, which is a doubleheader, will go both for a double 7-inning matchup. This is a single header today. Is that one right there going to swing him outside? Doing a good job at striking him out. Another strikeout for Sears. That brings his fourth strikeout on the day. Alex Mustin coming up next. He had an RBI single in the second inning that had Carlos Medina score. He's got the only RBI today so far for the Blackhawks. He can't get one right here unless he hits it out of the park. 1-1 count with one out. The score 2-1. If you're just joining the broadcast, welcome. Listen to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Tritons today on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Alongside me, got my buddy Brandon up here producing the broadcast for you, running the graphics, helping me out all the way through there as well. Thank you, Brandon. 1-2 count now after that one slid near outside, but painted a corner. 1-2 with one out. Sears throws, and that's going to hit down low. Outside. Here we go. 2-3. Catcher to first baseman. Got to have that connection. It worked out that time. That's the second out in the fourth.
Brings up the shortstop, number 55, Taki Nakayo.
Taki Nakayo coming up next to bat. We saw him first bat in the second inning as he struck out. Nakayo. That one's going to muff outside. 1-0 count with two outs. Sears is definitely picking up the pace. I think what we saw from both of these starting pitchers between Cooper and Brett Sears, both of them started off a little slow, but you can tell they're getting more comfortable out on the mound. They got the cannon loosened up. Now they're throwing goose. 2-0, that's a strike. Bring it to 2-1 with two outs. That's going to be a chop as the ball goes outside, and it'll fall foul. 2-2 count with two outs. Two's wild to Kyle. Coming up to bat. Here we go. Sears throws it down. It's going to, check swing. Ooh, that was close. If Takao was about half a foot taller, then that would have been a strikeout. Full count, here we go. Sears not going to waste any time. He wants another strikeout. That'll close off the top of the fourth. Sears, way to go. Heading back to the bottom of the fourth in the moment. We'll be right back after the short break on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to the broadcast on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. IowaCcentral Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. Tritons have the lead 2-1 as you're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for Triton Nation. As well as myself, you also are getting the delight of Brandon Fisher producing the broadcast for us today. Thank you, Brandon. Up to bat for the Tritons to begin at the bottom of the fourth inning. Caleb Corbin, 0-1 count. After that one was a foul ball, tipped away. 0-1 count. Here we go for Corbin. The last time we saw Corbin, he got himself a walk in the first. And that one is going to just send it straight towards the first baseman. The last one you want to hit it towards. As that one's going to be self-inflicted right there. 3 keep. First out at the bottom of the 4th. Here we go. Next up to bat, Nick Baker for the Tritons.
Brings up the catcher, number 5, Nick Baker.
Last time we saw Baker, a 4-6, which closed out the first inning. So, in the first inning, the first time they bat, which is going to hit him right there, Nick Baker will walk. But what I was saying was, from the Tritons, in the very first inning they got all the way down to their 7th batter. Now, from last inning, we saw Cooper drown the Tritons in a full set of 3 batters with possibly our best rotation, too. It was a very impressive stretch we saw from Hayden Cooper. Now he just walked. He just walked Nick Baker. Coming up next to bat, Isaac Becker. 1 out. So far, we got a runner on first. Hayden Cooper still batting for the Southeastern Community College Blackhawks. That's going to be a strike right down the pike. 0-1 count with 1 out. Ooh, that one's going to be a near chop. Near hit Becker inside. Did a good job at sitting on it. 1-1 count with 1 out. Runner on first. One thing that I can say from Cooper's pitching ability that has really improved since the first inning, letting up 7 batters, is his ability to just play catch with his catcher. That one not going to hit him. I jinxed him there. But in the first inning, even a little bit throughout the second inning, we saw him just try to pick off the runners, I think, a little too often for the Tritons. It got in his head, and he didn't just turn into what he needed to be, a pitcher. He turned into something that was a void. Didn't help in favor of the Blackhawks. Well, now he went back to pitching. He changed up his stance. Now he's back here doing a better job for the Blackhawks so far, as he's kept the score 2-1. That one going to be too high. 2-2 count with 1 out. As Nick Baker just a moment ago, he scampered on over towards second base. Becker still in the box, waiting to swing. The last time we saw Becker, it got hit over towards the second baseman, and it was a short blooper. Caught in the air. Becker, smack it out. Whoa, I'm parked over there, Becker. Hang on. Now I was parked over there. That had me stand up out of my seat. I thought that was actually going to hit my Jeep. It went way up over, but fell out of bounds. Goodness. I need a shield or something. That was actually the closest I think I've ever seen a ball near get hit over at Ed Barber Field towards my car. Anyway, it's not as funny when it's going towards my car. 2-2 count with 1 out. As Becker just called for a time, got to readjust himself. If he just straightened it out a little bit, that would have been a big smack daddy way out of the park. 2-2 count with 1 out. As Baker still the runner on second. Cooper gonna let it fly. Here we go, Becker. As he's gonna spread out the center fielder and right fielder, hitting it right down the middle. That's a double, and add an RBI onto that stat. Isaac Becker, way to go. RBI double. Giving off his best Brock Johnson impersonation. Brock Johnson had an RBI double to begin the game today. And now that'll bring the score 3-1. Isaac Becker is the runner on second. Here comes Jacob Barton up next to bat. I had him getting a fly out just a moment ago. That was over in the second inning. Barton going to swing off the first pitch. 0-1 count with 1 out. So far for Hayden Cooper, he's given up 3 hits on 2 strikeouts as well as 3 walks. 0-1 count with 1 out. In all walks besides 1, he hit the batter. 1's wild. 1-1-1 with a runner on second. And Jacob Barton still in there, swinging away. Come on, Bart. 1-1 count. Is Max Holy getting ready? He'll be at the top of the order. He wants to bat here in the 4th. Be his 3rd trip batting today. Barton sitting on that one as he looked away from it. 2-1 with 1 out. Barton has a great sense of having the ball come into him and just sitting on it. Lefty will wait for his 4th pitch. 2-1 count. Here we go. Hayden Cooper throwing down and a little too low it looked like. Nearly hit the dirt, but good call by their catcher to jump on it. I believe that's Medina who jumped on it. Yeah, Carlos Medina. Really good batter for Southeastern. He's been a pretty good catcher today as well. 3-1 with 1 out. Hasn't really had to prove he's a good catcher, I guess, either, as Cooper has been on so far today. He's given up 3 runs through near 4 innings. That one a strike. Wow, here we go with a full count now. Barton, who's the 9th batter, pressures on with a runner on second. Full count, 1 out. Becker, the runner on second. Barton is up to bat. Cooper wants to put him to sleep. Here we go. Coming down and out. Gonna be a walk. There we go for Barton. So he'll strut on over towards first base. Runner on first and second. Here comes the top of the order. It's Max Holy.
Takes his top of the order, shortstop Max Holy.
Max Holy coming out. The DRE. Dr. Dre. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here comes Max Holy. Holy had the first run on the day, not just for the Tritons, for the entire game, as he had gotten hit with the ball to begin the matchup. 1-0 count with 1 out. And in the second inning, he had a pop fly that got hit out towards the center fielder. Halfway through the contest so far, folks, with a 1-0 count and a 1 out. 2 runners on bases. It's the first and second base. Holy going to sit on that one too. 2-0. I mentioned earlier that Holy is in the head of Hayden Cooper, and as we're right here with a 3rd up to bat from Holy in the 4th inning, I still believe that's true, as Cooper has struggled throwing against Max Holy. Waiting for the pitch. Coming in near. That one comes in. He'll sit on it. I think he thought that was going to be the 3rd ball. That's okay to sit on it. 2-1 count with 1 out. Holy, I think, mentioned it towards the ump, too. That would have been a really tough spot to hit as well for Holy. It went like right under the bottom of the bat. Great pitch from Cooper. 2-1 count. That one's going to be low, near hit him towards ankle. 3-1 count with 1 out. Now you hit Holy once in the elbow. Stay clear of his ankle. Does got an ankle guard on. That's good to see. 3-1 count with 1 out. Runner on first and a runner on second. 1 out. Here we go. Holy sits on it. That's going to be outside. And another walk for the Tritons. Bases loaded for the first time in today's contest. Up next to bat, Evan Borst. Full count. They're going to have a little bit of a pitcher's meeting over there. So we'll have them talk. We'll take a moment to readjust. We'll be right back in just a moment with Evan Borst to bat up next for the Tritons. Welcome back, Triton Nation. Just saw a meeting at the mound just a moment ago. Hayden Cooper's still a pitcher as they had to give him a pointer because right now so far the Tritons have bases loaded. Batting now for the Tritons, Evan Borst, who just sat on his first pitch. 0-1 count with 1 out. Evan Borst is a big hitter. Most certainly can pop it up and get a runner to tag here. Let's see what he does. Ooh, really inside. We're going to run. Here comes Becker, going to have to slide down. Becker going to score, and that will advance the runners to third and second. Becker steals home. And Borst does a really good job at stepping away from the action. Did a good job at seeing a fight about to break loose, really. No, I don't want any part of that. With Becker coming home, I want to see a score. So the score, matter of fact, will go up for the Tritons 4-1. 1-1 is the pitch count with 1 out. Max Holy is our runner on second, and our runner on third base is Jacob Barton. Ooh, Borst near chopped at it, but he didn't. 2-1 count. He had to really clench on that bat. Thought about swinging, you could tell that was the closest check swing I think we saw today from being a complimentary strike. Holy. 2-1 with the count, with the 1 out. 2 runs have scored in the 4th inning so far for the Tritons. Last time we saw a run score, it was 2 runs, and that was in the 1st inning. Borst's going to sit on that pitch. It's a strike down the middle, 2-2 count with 1 out. On the day, Borst has struck out in the 1st, and he had a hit over towards the shortstop, which threw him out at first base. That was in the 3rd inning. Borst trying to get on base for the first time today, or at least get his first RBI. That one chopped up. It's a foul ball. It'll stay 2-2 with 1 out. Two count, 1 out. Chopping on over towards the dugout of the Blackhawks. Roly-poly, and that's going to stay out of bounds. It'll be a 2-2 count with 1 out. Just joined the broadcast. Welcome to Triton Nation's YouTube channel. You are tuned in to game number 1 of the weekend tournament between the IowaCcentral Tritons taking on the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. Listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for today's matchup. Brandon Fisher is the producer today. Thank you, Brandon. Beautiful day in Fort Dodge, Iowa. A little windy, especially to start in the 1st inning. The wind was blowing really hard to the west. Now it's kind of all over the place. As I'm looking at the flag now, it looks like it's blowing more towards southwest. It has died a significant amount as well. 2-2 count with 1 out so far. Borst is up to bat with a runner on 3rd and 2nd. Borst hits towards the shortstop. A runner's coming home. Oh, and Borst, he may be safe. Can't find the ball. Ooh, Holy thought about running home. That'll be a score. That'll be a score. It'll be 5-1 the score. And they're going to call Borst out. Saying he caught it, tagged the base, but then lost the ball. Goodness. Tough one. But Borst, that is still an RBI. He'll take that to the back of the bleachers. 5-1 the score. Up next to bat, Jalen Martinez. Jalen Martinez, outfielder. He had 2 great grabs earlier today, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 2nd. Batting today, Jalen Martinez had a walk and a run in the 1st inning, but he struck out in the 3rd. 3rd trip to bat today. Max Holy's on 3rd, 2 outs. Here's the first pitch in the rotation. Oh, Martinez going to sit on that one. 0-1 count, 2 outs. You don't have to force anything. 0-1, 2 outs. Here we go. How do you get out of this slump if you're Cooper? You're going to get your man to swing is what you're going to do. Great pitch. Nice swing, but not going to hit the ball. 0-2 count with 2 outs. That one, instead of swinging parallel, he kind of had to swing it like a golf club. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Holy, don't want to be left stranded on third. That was hit out towards foul, over towards their pitcher pen. So they're warming up their next pitcher to come up for the day. I can't see the numbers all the way out there. If I can find the number, then I'll make sure to report it to you folks. But so far, let's get back to the action. 0-2, the count with 2 outs. Looks like he was hit. Jalen Martinez going to walk. And that is walk number 5, I believe, so far today. Runner on first and third. We call that ducks on the pond, sitting on the water.
Now hitting designated hitter Brock Johnson.
Up next to bat, Brock Johnson. He's our DH for the day. He had a double RBI in the first inning, and he also had himself a double in the third inning. Trying to keep it at 100%, the batter today. Hayden Cooper going to try his first pickoff since the first inning. Trying to pick off Martinez. Not going to work in his favor. Stay at an empty count with 2 outs. Going to try to pick off Martinez again. What's risky about that is if you misread the pitch over there, or the first baseman drops the ball or gets past him, Holy can run home since he's our runner on third. Holy's got wheels. Empty count. Here's the first pitch. The rotation. Going to be a strike. Brock Johnson. I don't think he liked that one. 0-1 count, 2 outs. We've had some good officiating, really good calls today so far for strikes and balls. That one a little outside, I think, but that's okay. 0-1 count. Brock gonna power it up. Can it fall down? Gonna be close. Center field. I think he dropped it. Oh, did he catch it? Keep going. Oh my, we caught it under his leg. What a catch out there from the center fielder. That's gonna close out the 4th inning. Wow. So we saw 3 scores in the 4th inning, and we'll be right back at the top of the 5th in just a moment, right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Right, Nation, welcome back. We're through 4 innings. We're getting to the top of the 5th inning now. The Tritons have the lead 5-1. So we're coming out of an inning with the most runs scored with 3. Here we go. Brett Sears still pitching for the Tritons. He's our starting pitcher today. Look at that one. Near curved in, but that's going to be a ball to begin the 5th inning. Up to bat now is actually at the top of the order for Cole Yearsley. Yearsley, getting close. A lot of work to get around Sears, but 2-0 count, doing a good job at sitting on it. Last time we saw Yearsley, he had a pop fly out towards our center fielder, Jalen Martinez, but he also had a double and ended up on third base in the very first. One of the best hits we've seen today is that one. Put it right in the corner, on the line. It just barely stayed fair. I think a little of that was due to the wind, to be honest. It was a high fly ball. messed up our left fielder out there in Barton, and Barton has had a really good day. He had 2 really nice snags out there out at left field, as he also scored an inning ago. 2-2 count, 0 outs. Oh, just chopped under the glove of Sears. That'll be a single. Yearsley, nice hit. A lot of power to it. Bounced off the mound. That's going to leave him on the first base. Up next to bat now for the Blackhawks, Cole Smith. We actually saw him back in the 3rd inning 2 innings ago with a single, but he was left stranded on second base. Sears, ooh, that hit a little chop. Going for the double play. Max Holy throws it back. Oh, what a play, double play. Back to the pitcher. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3-6-1 double play. That's D1. That's professional level of play. That's excellent. Great ball movement. Very fast, very accurate, and great communication. Straight hit over towards the first baseman. Went back to Max Holy, then Holy with a cannon. Back to the pitcher, Brett Sears. 1-0 is the count with 2 outs. Maxton Polad up next to bat. He had 2 strikeouts so far on the day. A strikeout in the first, and a controversial strikeout in the 3rd inning, where the ump called him stepping out of the box when swinging. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Polad. Pitcher's pitch up next. Here we go. Throw whatever you want here. Sears a little too high. I like it. Polad, he's a taller guy, over 6 feet tall, about 6'2", 6'3", around that area. You can throw those a little higher times and sometimes get away with it. 2-2 count, 2s are wild. And that ball bounced back near the net. Almost had my second souvenir on the day. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Here we go for Brett Sears. He's trying to get through 5 innings. All crisp and clear, and that's what he'll do. Another strikeout. Brett Sears is pumped up. Way to go, Brett Sears, taking the Tritons out of the top of the 5th. We'll be right back at the bottom of 5 in just a moment on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.
baseman Trey Morris.
Welcome back, Triton Nation. We see a switch up of the pitcher, Elijah Green, subbed in to replace the starting pitcher, Hayden Cooper. Hayden Cooper pitched through 4 innings, as we'll break down his numbers in a little bit. So far, Trey Morris, he's out to bat. That was a strike, a foul ball. The ump going to go over, looking like he's going to give him a ball. Yep. That one got swung on over towards the dugout of the Blackhawks. So far, if you just joined us, you're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Tritons Game 1 matchup against Southeastern Community College on the weekend tournament. As well as myself from Triton Nation. Brandon Fisher is in the booth with me, producing the broadcast. Big props to Brandon. Thank you very much. 0-1 count. That one for Green is going to slide outside, hitting the green. Back of the catcher, matter of fact. 1-1 count. Trey Morris is up to bat. Trey Morris on the day, back in the first inning, he had a pop fly out towards left field, and he also had a 5-3 out as he hit it over towards the second baseman and was thrown out at first. Trey Morris was just a part of a spectacular double play a moment ago. He's our first baseman as he had a ball hit right to him, threw it over towards Holy, and then Holy connecting to throw out the runner heading towards first base to our pitcher of Brett Sears, who caught it at first base, tagging him up. 2-2 the count, 0 outs. Tritons. A lot of momentum coming off of the first double play of the day. Oh, Morris sat on it. That one just got placed perfectly in the gap of the strikeout zone. Strikeout number 1. Batter 1 down for the new kid, Elijah Green.
Now hitting second baseman Caleb Corbin.
Second baseman hitting up next. Caleb Corbin coming up. Corbin to sit on it. That's going to be a ball just above Corbin's shoulders. 1-0 count with 1 out. C squared. What you got for us? Here we go. Coming down low, near, hit him. He did back his behind away from it to avoid that. 2-0. Caleb Corbin on the day, he does have 1 walk, so he has been hit once actually. That was back in the first inning. Otherwise, besides that, we saw him have a catch from the catcher. Off a little popper. 3-0 the count. That's a first strike right there now. 3-1 count, 1 out. Caleb Corbin. Need a strike here. Corbin gonna swing, gonna hit. That's a single at least. He's gonna pump the brakes and he's gonna stay at 1. I think that's the right call. That's a single for Caleb Corbin. And the first hit allowed from Elijah Green on the mound. Batting next for the Iowa Central Tritons, Nick Baker. He's a catcher for the Iowa Central Tritons, and on the day for batting, he had a 4-6 out earlier, but as well as that, we also saw him get himself a run in the 4th inning after he had a walk. I believe Baker was the first walk on the day to go for the Tritons that wasn't due to getting hit with the ball. Flat count, 1 out. Baker's first pitch to go his way is a strike. 0-1 count with 1 out now. A 1 count, 1 out. As Corbin is on first base, looking to run. Elijah Green taking his time to assess his pitch, and they will call for a time for the ump. Green stalled out there on the mound. They'll give it to him. 0-1 count with 1 out. Oh, that was pretty. A cutter. Gave it to him. 0-2 count with 1 out. Here we go, Baker. Elijah Green, someone that really likes to take his time from what I've seen pitching the ball. No problem with that. So he's in a hole to begin so far. Going to call for another time. And taking all this time, you can play head games with your batter too. They've been used to a kid in Hayden Cooper, who just likes to throw darts. One after another, round after round. Now Green taking his time. 0-2 count with one out. Baker's still up to bat. Decided not to throw. The catcher tried to go outside towards the first baseman. Couldn't complete the catch. Not only that, I think Corbin would have been safe regardless. 1-2 count, as that'll be called as a ball. One out. Gonna throw outside. That one gonna be slidden back. Now he's dealing with what Cooper dealt with, as his first trip is going a little similar to what Hayden Cooper's was. Seen a few walks, yet to see a single, and now mind games to go against the pitcher of Southeastern. That's going to slide outside. 2-2 count with one out. Tritons in favor of getting the victory right here. So right now we're sitting at the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-2 count, one out. Nick Baker still trying to bat for the Tritons. Next in the rotation, we'll see Isaac Becker, Jacob Barton, and Max Holy. Following Baker. Pitch coming down, Baker to swing. Oof, Baker going to have to go back to the dugout. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2 to go in favor of Elijah Green. Here comes Becker, up next. Isaac Becker, he had himself a run in the fourth inning. Not only that, but he also had an RBI. Here we go, Becker. Sliding back was Corbin. It's gotten dirty out there. Gonna have to do a load of laundry tonight to be ready to play tomorrow in the white uniforms. That one will slide inside. 1-0 count with two outs. Batting now for the Tritons, Isaac Becker. He's going to sit on his first two pitches as they were both balls. 2-0 count with two outs. Still waiting on that next pitch. Going to call for a time for Becker. 2-0 count, two outs still. This is a crucial inning to try to get momentum, pulling back into the direction of Southeastern. Tritons still want to keep pounding away. They're up 5-1. The bottom of the fifth inning. That is the third ball of this set for Becker. Becker, you really don't need to swing at this one unless this is a meatball right down the pipe. Hitters count 3-0, two outs. Pitch coming down. Thinking it was a meatball, goes traveling up. That'll bring the count 3-1. I don't know where that landed. 3-1, two outs. We'll wait for the next pitch. Swung at it. Swung at the last two. We just went from a hitter's count to now a full count, 3-2 with 2 outs. A runner on first, it's Caleb Corbin. It's Isaac Becker still batting for the Tritons. Coming down, Becker to swing, Becker to hit. Has he got the speed? That's going to be out. Great throw from the shortstop as that'll close out the 5th. No runs scored within that rotation. We'll be right back at the top of the 6th for more Triton baseball. To the action. Tritons pitching now, 0-1 count, the score 5-1. If you just joined the broadcast, welcome. Tritons have the lead, they're up 5-1. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Iowa Central Tritons on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. I'll be with you folks all throughout the weekend of the weekend tournament against the Southeastern Blackhawks. With me today, Brandon Fisher for Triton Nation, producing the show, running the graphics, helping me out a whole lot. Thank you, Brandon. 2-2 count, 5-1 is the score as we are now at the top of the 6th inning. Batting now for the Blackhawks, Noel Magandoyle. Magandoyle going to sit on a full count. Here we go, 3-2. Sears had probably his most impressive inning we saw an inning ago. Let's see what he can do to keep the streak alive. He's going to strike him out to begin the top of the 6th inning. Way to go, Sears. Heading up the bat next now, Albert Guzman. 1 out already. The score 5-1. Sears has been very, very impressive today. 1-0 count. Throw it down the middle as Guzman will sit on the first pitch. 1-1 with 1 out. Most impressive thing about Sears I think we've seen today is he's had the batters guessing. Doesn't throw a similar pitch each time around. He really likes to paint all over the box. Did he tip it there? Let's see it. I think he didn't. I think it's a 2-1 count. Still waiting on it officially for the PA. I'll say 2-1 with 1 outs. That one is hit up. Gonna catch it. Here we go. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. Oh, gonna fall away. 2-2 the count now with 1 out. Did a good job trying to find it, but just could not find it in time between Baker and Sears. 2-2 count, in and out. Sears throwing outside. Full count now. We saw a full count a moment ago. That led to Sears getting a strikeout. Oh, correction, looks like 2-2 the count. So that pitch we saw earlier that I thought was a ball was actually a foul ball. And right there, a strikeout for Sears. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Sears so far. He had 1 to close out the 5th inning, and now 2 to start the 6th. Up next to bat, Carlos Medina, who has a pop fly that got sent out towards left field. And he also has a run that was scored in the 2nd inning off of a single. Here we go. Hit over towards the third baseman, swinging on down and taking him back to town. That is an out. Buried 3 more batters at the top of the 6th inning. Way to go, Sears. And now we'll head to the bottom of the 6th in just a moment. No runs, no errors. We'll be right back after the short break. Here we go. Back to the action here for some more Triton baseball on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for Triton Nation. Brendan Fisher with me in the booth producing the broadcast. If you just joined us, welcome. The Tritons have the lead 5-1 at the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off at the bottom of the 6th inning, Jacob Barton. Last time we saw Barton, he got himself a run off of a walk. Ooh, got close to hitting him right there. 2-0 count. Recently, just an inning ago, we just saw a pitcher's change, as Elijah Green is now in to pitch for the Blackhawks. Pretty successful so far. From him, we saw 2 strikeouts and only 1 hit allowed. It was a single. Barton going to pop it up. Can it fall down short? No, it can't. That is going to be caught by the center fielder. And we'll be back to the top of the order right now. Max Holy up next to bat for his 4th trip. Holy has 2 to go in his favor so far. He had a hit by pitch walk in the 1st, and he also walked in the 4th inning. As well as that, we also saw him hit, hit out towards the center fielder in the 2nd inning. And here comes a pitching change. So we'll take it with him. We'll be right back after the short break. Welcome back, Triton Nation. We got another pitcher's change. Jose Sanea, wearing the number 53 today. For the Blackhawks, we are now at the top of the batting order. Max Holley. He's gotten on base twice today. Hit a one fly out as well, out to center field in the second inning. After we saw the first pitch from Sanea, it looked like more of a sidearm wind up. 1-0 count with one out. Stance straight up, traditional. Releases it near the peck right there. It is quite a bit of a wind up to the side, isn't it? A sidearm wind up. 2-0 count with one out. Holley waiting for his third pitch. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Holley looking to get his third walk. Doesn't have to swing at the next one if he doesn't want to. Sanea throwing outside. That's the third walk in favor of Max Holley. Gonna need a wake-up call if you're the Blackhawks, especially with our next batter, Evan Borst, up next. Hit an RBI just a moment ago. It's an RBI single back in the 4th inning. As he had Jacob Barton get sent home, as well as him, Isaac Becker. It was a double RBI. Correction, not just a single, but a double RBI. Swinging outside, or slinging outside, matter of fact. 4 pitches. No, that's not even correct. I'm way behind. 5 pitches, 5 balls. Have yet to see a strike from Jose Sanea. 1-0 count with one out. Been a dry spell from Sanea. That one going to be outside again, it looks like. 2-0 count, one out. Tried to give him the benefit of the doubt a moment ago. Sanea starting cold. It's windy out. Our baseball players are moving, though. I can't imagine they're as cold as me up in the booth. I'm near shivering in here. 2-0 count, one out. Borst batting. That one is down low. Ball number 7 on the 7th pitch. 3-0 count. What you gonna do when the ball comes towards you, Borst? Might as well sit on it. No need to swing. 3-0 count. Ooh, that one found a marker right in there. That one kind of had a sling back. 3-1 count with one out. Borst now got to be a little bit more on your toes after the first strike went down for Sanea. Maybe he just had to find his footing. Let's see what he's got now. Trying to throw out Max Holley. And Holley laughs that one off, as that has been probably the story. Besides all the walks Holley has had, he's had triple the amount of trying to get him thrown out over on first. 3-1 count with one out. Sanea throws down low and outside. That's a ball. And the second walk against Sanea. Well, here comes our next batter in the rotation, Jalen Martinez. Martinez, back in the 4th inning, had a walk.
Now hitting center fielder Jalen Martinez.
Could this be the 3rd walk in the row for the Tritons? Sitting dead in the 6th inning. One out, Martinez waiting for the pitch. Sanea, is he going to change up something? The aspect of his pitching? That one was a nice pitch. Slid in there. 0-1 count with one out. Martinez says, are you kidding me? Going to throw these guys 3 balls in a row but send a strike down me? 0-1 count with one out. Sanea still waiting. He's going to step off. Going to have to be careful. Doesn't want to balk. So he stepped off at the right time. Also got to be very careful of Max Holley stealing. 0-1 count with an out. Sinea's pitch is outside. Holy's going to run, as well as Borst. They still second, and they still third. 1-1 count with an out. We've seen 2 strikes thrown so far from Sinea, out of a total of 13. Make it 3 out of 14, 1-2 count with an out. Martinez now facing the first pitcher's count in favor of Sinea. Pitch coming in. Outside, 2-2 count with an out. If you could just control it to keep it inside the box, I think that would have been a strike. That one had good level to it. 2-2 with an out. Pitch coming in outside. Chopped it. Can it get between the right fielder and center fielder? I don't think so. But a tag will come. Here we go. Running straight to third and straight to home. That will be a score. Tritons get another run. They're up 6-1. Wait, what? Hang on now. Did he leave early, I guess? That's the call. They're saying he left too early. So 5-1 is going to be the score, right? Not for sure. We're going to switch up the inning. We're going to talk it over. Make sure we have the score right to begin the next inning. We'll be right back after the short break on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to your home broadcast of IowaCcentral Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. Just saw a crazy fashion just a moment ago. After that pitch just went 0-1 count. The Tritons were batting. I don't even think I can call it a double play. Basically what happened, Evan Borst was caught leaving early off of a pop tag. Really unfortunate, but Max Holy did score. That's what brought the score up 6-1. 1-1's a count. As you're listening to Hank Ambrose on Triton Nation's YouTube channel, you'll listen to me all throughout this upcoming weekend tournament against Southeastern Community College. Alongside that, Brandon Fisher in the booth with me today, producing the broadcast. Thank you, Brandon. Getting back to the action, 1-2 is the score. Batting now, over on the Southeastern side, number 12, Jaime Jesus. And pitching still for the IowaCcentral Tritons, Brett Sears. No need to take him out. He's been on fire past 2 innings. He hasn't let anyone on base since the 3rd inning. And right now we are sitting at the top of the 7th. 1-2 count. That was a foul ball outside. Is running over there to nearly catch it was our first baseman that time, Trey Morris, but it just got a little too outside from him. One-two count. Gonna swing him down. That's a strikeout for ya. Way to go. Bring it in. Sears. Ballin'. That's another K to go to his name. I've heard 9 strikeouts so far. 7, 8, 9. Yep. 9 strikeouts from Sears today. Sears. That one was a little bit side-armed. Throwing outside, I think, from where he released the ball is kind of the reason where it went outside. 1-0 count with an out. Ooh, chopped the arm of the bat. Is that caught? Baker making plays. Wow, that's another out. Sears like, thanks, buddy. Didn't want to give up anyone on base. Haven't in a while and still hasn't in a while. Great catch that time from Baker. That's a 2-self right there. Taiki Nakao coming up next. 2 outs, no one on. Sears throwing with confidence, throwing with speed and heat, and that one right down the pipe. 0-1 count. Sent down. And out. That's going to be a strike. Correction, that's a pinch hitter. That's number 52. I don't have the roster right in front of me at the moment. I'll make sure to announce it in a moment. Don't need to. It's another strikeout. That's strikeout number 10, putting him in the double digits. Sears taking us out of the top of the 7th. We'll be right back at the bottom of 7 with more Triton offensive firepower after the short break. Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Triton Nation, welcome back to the home broadcast of the Iowa Central Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. You are listening to Hank Ambrose on call for the weekend tournament. Tritons taking on the Blackhawks out of Southeastern Community College. Brandon Fisher also in the booth with me. He's my only boy in the booth today, helping out with the stream. He's producing it, running the graphics, the scoreboard, and much more. 0-0, Brock Johnson up to bat first at the bottom of the 7th. He hit it over towards the shortstop, but the ball going to move a little too quick for Brock Johnson. He's thrown out at first base. 6-3 out.
Heading first baseman, Trey Morris.
It's a good call. My PA man helped me out. That is a new shortstop in there. Earlier we had Yearsley, I believe, at shortstop. Looks like number 3 out there. That's Is that right? Carlos Medina, it sounds like. Maybe we'll go online. 0-2 is the count now with 1 out. Batting now for the Tritons, Trey Morris. He's our first baseman. We know that for sure. Southeastern's been throwing in curveballs at the announcing crew. Wow, what a hit. Swinging for the fences, Trey Morris. Running for the second base, Trey Morris with a big splash. Handful of doubles today for the Tritons. Perfect placement of the ball. Can't get much better than that. That one ended up bouncing about 365 feet. Holy smokes. Landed probably at the 345 marker. Up next to bat for the Tritons, Caleb Corbin. C squared with a runner on second. See where he'll place this package. One out so far. Off of a throw out from their shortstop. Caleb Corbin is going to sit on a strike. 0-1 count with an out. Pitching right now, Jose Correa. He took over after the first out back in the 6th inning. He struggled to begin his pitching appearance, as I believe it was a total of 10 or 11 pitches that were balls that he threw in a row. Took him till his 12th pitch, I think, to get a strike. Now he's warming up a bit, 1-1 with one out. I don't think he's established a game yet, but that's okay. He's been brought into a hard situation. 6-1's the score. Tritons have the lead. They've had the lead since the beginning of the matchup. That's going to be called as a strike. Corbin sat on it outside. 1-2 count with an out. Trey Morris, runner on second base. Let's not leave him hanging, trying to pick him off. Morris going to have to use his wheels to get back. He does. And that throw was off from second base. So even if Trey Morris walked back, tippy-toed back to second base, I'm sure he'd be safe. 1-2 count with an out. Pitch coming in. He'll swing for the fences, but no contact with the ball, as that actually went under. 1-2 count with an out. Sinea waiting for the pitch. Coming in, that one's going to be low, no connection with the catcher. Take their time. 2-2 count with an out. Morris is out on second base. We heard back a moment ago, Medina is playing shortstop right now. Hear from their stat guy under the booth. 2-2 count with an out. Corbin swings. They did catch it. That's a strikeout. The first strikeout on the day for Sinea. Well, well, well. 2 outs and Nick Baker comes to the batter box. Last time we saw Baker, he struck out. But hey, he has a run on the day off of a walk. He was the first walk that wasn't hit by pitch earlier in the game. That was in the 4th inning when they were pitching against Hayden Cooper. Now, we've seen a total of 3 pitchers for the Blackhawks, as we're still at the top of the 7th inning, or the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 7th, bottom of the 7th, it doesn't matter. The Tritons have the lead. That's what matters, Brandon. 6-1. 1-0 the count, with Trey Morris running on second base. Baker's the catcher. He made a great catch an inning ago. That ball swung outside as he gallops to third base. And that's the problem, I think, really, with Sinea, the way that he releases out of his windup. It's a little sidearmed, and when you throw it sidearm, you can end up throwing to the opposite direction of where you release the ball. I think that's what's happening. It can be a great pitch when you're on, but he's a little off today. I don't think that the wind is affecting the pitching. That's not really something that really happens, but it's not wiffle ball. 2-0, 2 outs. Sinea throws it in. That would have been real close to the line, but now we got a batter's count, 3-0, 2 outs. Nick Baker doesn't have to swing on this one, and he'll be the second duck on the pond if he sits on it and brings a walk. Pitch coming in, it's low, as that's going to be a walk. Ducks on the pond officially. That means we got a runner on first and third. And up next to bat for the Tritons, we got a new batter. Number 10 for IC3.
Now hitting right fielder number 10, Cale Boyd.
Cale Boyd hitting now for the Tritons. He's coming in. This is the first pinch hitter we've seen today for the Tritons. In a situation with runners on first and third and 2 outs, Boyd a little bit of pressure. He will swing at his first pitch. It's popped up towards center field. If sun's not a factor, he can catch it. He will. That'll close off the 7th. F8 right there. Alongside that, we still have some Triton baseball to be played. 2 more innings to go with the score being 6-1. We'll be right back after the short break. Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to the home broadcast of the Iowa Central Tritons in game number 1 against Southeastern Community College. Cole Yearsley now batting for Southeastern, as we are now at the top of the 8th inning. 0-1 is a count. Sears is still in. He's got 10 strikeouts. He just got his double-digit strikeout an inning ago to close out that inning. And now 0-2 is the count. Looking to get strikeout number 11. If you just joined the broadcast, welcome. You're listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for the Iowa Central Tritons. Alongside me, Brandon Fisher, producing the broadcast for you today. 1 out is that one right there. Was just a short one. Didn't have to do anything special with it. A 5-3 out from the second baseman. Cole Smith batting next now. 1-0 the count with an out. Pitch coming in. Swung at it. It was chopped. It'll be foul officially. 1-1 with an out. Sears doing a phenomenal day on the mound today. Has let up 6 hits. Has 10 strikeouts through 7 innings, what I'm trying to say. Now we're at the top of the 8th. Doing a great job at keeping it alive for the Tritons. 1-2 count with an out. Let me count his walks, too. He is walked just. I got just 1 walk on the day for Sears. Fouled off, 2-2 count With 1 out, no one on base. Cole Smith still batting for the Blackhawks. On deck, Noel Doyle. And in the hole is Albert Guzman for the Blackhawks. That pitch sent down and out. That one was low. 2-2 the count with an out. Pitch coming down. Another foul ball. Hits off the back of the net. Two with an out. We'll wait for the next pitch. Coming in and swinging away. Strikeout. Double one. That's strikeout number 11 for Sears. What a day. What a day for Sears. Coming up next to bat, Maxton Poland. Oh, correction. Got a pitch hitter. Maxton Poland earlier, who was batting at the 3 spot in the rotation, had 3 strikeouts now. This is a pinch hitter for them. Gonna check on the name from him, from the roster. It'll take me a moment. Sears still waiting to get the call, to get ready here. Some practice swings to go their way. It's number 4, that's Sam Monroe for the Blackhawks. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Monroe sits on the first pitch. Good eye, 1-0 count, 2 outs. Here we go. Sending it down, but out of town. 2-0 is the count with 2 outs. No one is on. Triton at the top of the 8th inning. Sears is still going. Going strong, too. Let's see it. Sears, so close. 3-0 with 2 outs. Now you're kind of grinding your teeth here because that one was biting a little too close. The second pitch was real close, too. Let's see what he can do here. Batters count. That one will be a strike with a changeup. Good call, 3-1 with 2 outs. Did not need to swing that time if you're Sam Monroe. Swinging in. Ooh, gonna sit on it. Sam Rowe gets a walk. Good job, Monroe. Noel Doyle does not get a pinch hitter. He's up next to bat for the Blackhawks. 2 outs. The score 6-1. Top of the 8th inning. Tritons still have the lead. Swing and a miss for Doyle. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. Wait for the next one. Ooh. Near cut him inside. 1-1 with 2 outs. Tritons having a very successful start to the weekend tournament against Southeastern Community College. Want to come away with a victory. Still got to pitch themselves out of 2 innings. 2-1. Sitting here, throwing it down. That's a strike. 2s are wild. 2-2 and 2 outs. With the score 6-1, Sears can put it away here. Runner on first. Here we go. Throwing down. Check swing. They'll call a ball. From 2s being wild to then calling a full count. Here we go. Full count. We're maxed out at 2 outs and a runner on first. Doyle is batting and Sears pitching. What does Sears throw here? Down the pike. Got him looking. That's strikeout number 12. to end off the top of the 8th, heading into the bottom of the 8th in just a short moment. Here we go, Iowa Central Triton baseball. We'll be right back after the short break. Numero uno. Up next to bat, Jacob Barton. The score 6-1. We're at the bottom of the 8th inning. Tritons have the lead, and this could be the last time we see the Tritons bat in an inning. That got called down for a strike. 0-1 the count. Barton, a lefty. Last time we saw him, he hit it out towards center field. He has a walk that led to a run back in the 4th inning, and he had a pop fly out towards left field. Chased him out. Wow. First baseman threw it back to the pitcher, which tagged the base. Barton going to be called out at first. Great play that time, as we're going to call that down as a 3-1 out. Shortstop up next. Max Holy takes his 5th trip to bat for the Iowa Central Tritons. He has himself 3 walks on the day, followed by 2 runs, and he also has a big hit out towards center field. Holy has had a busy day. That pitch thrown outside, a 1-0 count. Pitch coming in. Gonna go outside. 2-0 the count. One more to come. Ooh. Down the middle, 2-1 with an out. Didn't need to swing at that one. Holy with a nice call. Questionable, too, is I think that one would have been painted right as a stripe on the line. 2-1. Wait for the pitch. Coming in. Another strike. 2-2. In and out. With the score being 6-1. If you take a swing, you want to make sure it's a good one here, Holy. Pitch outside. It's a full count now. Just like nothing has phased him. Holy, cool, calm, and collected. Full count, in and out. Gonna wait for it. Pitch coming in. Strikeout. Holy doesn't like the call, but he'll have to eat it. As Sinea gets a strikeout to his tally. That's his second strikeout. Evan Borst coming up next to bat for the Tritons. 2 outs so far. Tritons facing a 3-man drown. As we have only gone 1 inning where we've seen no runners on base for the Tritons. That was back in the 2nd inning. That was with Isaac Becker, Jacob Barton, and Max Holy. Big shot for Borst. Borst sent it way out towards the fences, just fell short of being a home run. As he's going to stay fair on on second base. He's had me flabbergasted in my commentary at least once today and another time. And that is his second double on the day. Wow. Big hit. Jalen Martinez up next to bat. He's got 2 walks on a day. He struck out back in the 3rd, and he also had a big hit out to right field back in the 6th inning. So we got a little bit of a pitchers pit timeout. Going over to talk with their pitcher, Sinea. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with Jalen Martinez on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to your broadcast of the IowaCcentral Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. Sinea just had himself a little pitcher meeting on the mound. 2 outs we've seen so far. Is batting now for the Tritons, Jalen Martinez. Evan Borst is our runner. He just hit a big-time bat. It was a double that left him out on second base. Gonna sit on the first one. Good eye, 1-0 the count. 2 outs. Martinez, I mentioned this a moment ago before the pitcher's timeout, but if you missed it, 2 walks on the day, followed by a run. He did strike out in the 3rd, and he had a big hit out to right field back in the 6th inning. Martinez swung at that one. It's a foul ball. It's a 1-1 count now with 2 outs. Sinea. Haven't seen him try to pick off a lot of runners. Hasn't had to. That one in there going to be gone down for a strike. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Martinez could be the final batter for the Tritons if we can close out the game in the 9th. Pitch coming in. It's pitched outside. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Sinea frustrated with that one from the emotion I saw on his face, the shrug of the shoulders, and the kick on the mound. Was torqued after that one. 2s are wild. Martinez is in the box, playing up close to the plate. He thinks he'll swing outside. Martinez hits it up. Can it bloop down under the right fielder? No, it can't. That'll close off right there. Good attempt right there. Bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to switch over to the top of the 9th in just a moment. The Tritons looking to close out the game and get victory number 1 in the series against Southeastern Community College after the short break right here on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back to Triton Nation's YouTube channel. You are listening to Hank Ambrose on the call for game number 1 of the Iowa Central Tritons taking on Southeastern Community College. In the booth with me, Brandon Fisher. He's producing the broadcast of the contest. 1-0 the count so far. We have a switch up at pitcher, Kai Reum, as he's going to fill in. Brett Sears has had one heck of a day. 12 strikeouts. He's my player of the game. 1-1. Sky wants to close it out. We're at the top of the 9th inning. This could be it, with the score being 6-1 in favor of the Tritons. And now Albert Guzman is sitting in, 2-1. Last time we saw Guzman, he struck out back in the 6th. He also had a fly out, pop fly towards left field, as well as a blooper that got hit towards the second baseman. That's Corbin. 3-1 the count now. Kai Reum pitching in down low. Got him swinging. It's a full count with our first batter at the top of the 9th. Kai Reum. I saw him my first year in broadcasting here at Iowa Central Community College. He's a great pitcher. Oh, close. Was that a walk? Goodness, it is. That was close. Very, very close. Well, they'll call it down as a walk. Coming up next to bat for the Blackhawks, Carlos Medina, who switched over towards shortstop as he recently filled in for Cole Yearsley. Medina, he started, I think, as an outfielder today of the game, earlier on in the game. Medina earlier had himself a really, really tough going. He was the one that was the batter on the great double play that was made between Sears, between Holy, and our first baseman in Trey Morris. 0-1 the count. Pitch coming in and a swing. Swing outside. It's going to get past our third baseman that time. It's a tough one. Call it down as a single. Up next, Jaime Jesus. Runner on first and second. Here we go. Kai Reum. Throw it down and out. 1-0 count. Tritons can close it off today with victory number 1 in the series for this weekend's matchup.
Okay.
1-0 count. Throw it down. Bring it to 2-0. Looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound between pitch and coach alongside catcher Nick Baker. So we'll let them talk it over and we'll be back to resume in just a moment. Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation. Just got out of a meeting on the mound between Kai Reum, Nick Baker, and Coach Loveland, Iowa Central pitching coach. 2-0 the count. 0 outs. We've got a runner on first and second. Got to boost Kai's confidence here. We're at the top of the ninth inning. It could be the final inning of the day. That one just a little too high. Batting now for the Blackhawks, I have Jaime Jesus. 3-0's a count. Jesus had himself 2 strikeouts so far in the day, but he also had a single back in the second inning that left him stranded on second base. 3-0. Kai Room, that's a strike. 3-1, the count.
Okay.
Pitch coming in. Chopped up, it's a hit over towards right field. Got to bring it down. He does. Great job of doing that. That's Sam Monroe out. Or no, not Sam Monroe. Who's that out there for the Tritons? It's number 10. I got the wrong number 10 out here on my sheet. Let me find it for you folks real quick. Number 10, that's Cale Boyd. Correction, Cale Boyd getting the catch out of right field. Up next to bat, Alex Mussenden. Got one out with a runner on first and second. Mussenden earlier in the day had an RBI single back in the second inning, but he also had himself a blooper of a pop fly caught by the catcher, as well as that was in the seventh, as well as that in the third, we saw him get thrown out from the catcher. So Nick Baker has been his enemy number 1 so far today. 0-1 the count with an out. Kai Reum. Checks back off as he's going to step off. Good job at evaluating his pitch, looking at the eyes in the back of his head, making sure no one runs to try to steal a base. One thing the Tritons have done great this season and today have let up next to no stolen bases. No stolen bases today have gone against the Tritons. As the Tritons, have they even, I don't even believe they've stolen a base today. 0-2 of the count. Got a correction from my stat guy up in the booth. Max Holy got a steal. Thank you, my man. Statistician. What's your name? Austin. Thank you very much. Mr. Austin, helping me out. 0-2 the count with 1 out. The cold's getting to my brain, folks. That was way back in the first inning. I've emptied that folder already. What a pitch. Kai Reum. Change up. And taking him back to the bench. Out number 2. The top of the ninth. That was Kai Reum's first strike out so far since taking over in the ninth inning for the Tritons. And he's got 1 batter to go to seal the deal. With the score being 6-1, this could be it. 28. It's a new hitter for the Blackhawks.
Pinch hitting for the Blackhawks, number 28, Bryce Phelps.
Bryce Phelps is the name. Phelps. Bryce Phelps is the name called. Pinch hitting at the 9 spot. Where's the number 28? He's got a runner on first and second. Great opportunity for Bryce Phelps. And an even better one for Kai Reum to seal the deal. Pitching down, that's a strike for pitch number 1 against Bryce Phelps. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Pitch coming down that's another strike back to back. 0-2, 2 outs. That's 3 strikes in a row for Kai Reum. There's a Drake song about that. Back to back. Kai Reum just needs 1 more. What pitch do you want to throw to close out baseball today at Ed Barber Field? Kai Reum has the pick. Oh, just too high. Trying to get him swinging. 1-2 with 2 outs. I like the try right there from Kai. Don't have to put it on a silver platter for your batter. Make him earn it if he really wants it. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Kai sends it down. Sent over from third baseman. He can tag. Closing out the game in a high fashion is Evan Borst. Way to go, Borst. Taking it for himself. That's an out. Way to go. That'll close out the day. Final score, 6-1. Folks, what a day to begin the series. We got a doubleheader tomorrow, but I still want to break down the numbers in just a moment. So make sure you stick around. We'll be right back after this short break on Triton Nation's YouTube channel. Welcome back, Triton Nation, to your post-game report. The Tritons win game number 1 with a final score 6-1. Let's talk about the game. My player of the game, by the way, Brett Sears. One heck of a game from Brett Sears. He pitched all throughout 8 innings, and then Kai Reum came in, did a wonderful job closing out the game as a closing pitcher, just had to pitch 1 inning. Awesome job by Kai Reum. Now let's talk about the Tritons. Today, final score 6-1. Brett Sears had 12 total strikeouts. He only had 3 walks to go against him. He gave up just a total of 5 hits. 5 hits. Kai Reum gave up 1. 5 hits. Just a wonderful day. Alongside that, he gave up only 2 runs, which happened way back in the first inning. Now, with that being one of a tough one, of course, with that last hit, a wind played in the factor. I think in the first 2 innings, very windy. When I first got up, man, I thought it was January, February once again in Iowa, not late March. It's about to be April, and it was freezing today. That's the one thing I kept talking about in the booth. I should have brought another coat. I kept chattering and cold and shivering, and otherwise I'll make sure to do that tomorrow. Otherwise, a great day to start off the series. My player of the game, Brett Sears. Phenomenal job on the mound. Also big props to Kai Reum. It was really fun baseball to watch today. My favorite moment on the day, besides the multiple doubles we've seen today from our batters, the double play that happened back in the 5th inning, I believe. It was awesome. Brett Sears is the one that caught it from back to get the double play. Alongside that, it was thrown over by Max Holy, who tagged second base, which had a throw from our first baseman, who is Trey Morris. It was awesome. Double play, worked in a threes fashion. Triton starting off the series very hot. We will play baseball tomorrow on Ed Barber Field. This broadcast today started at 1 p.m. Tomorrow's doubleheader is going to start at noon, at 12 p.m. So make sure you tune into that. I will be on commentary duties for that matchup. Also, Lincoln Clay is going to be with me. He's going to be helping me out with commentary as well. So if you can't be here in person, make sure you come out and support the Iowa Central Tritons on the video stream, at least if you cannot be here in person. Otherwise, folks, this is game number 1 of the weekend series against Southeastern Community College. So far, if the Tritons keep as hot as we have been, good things are to come for this Triton baseball program this season. A lot of fun, as this was the first broadcast of the season we've had for baseball. Otherwise, before I go, I'd like to thank you all for tuning out and coming in, supporting the Tritons, checking out the live stream. Big shout out to Brandon Fisher as well, who's been my producer today. He ran the scoreboard and the graphics. Thank you very much, Brandon. Otherwise, until I hear from you tomorrow, this has been Hank Ambrose on Triton Nation's YouTube channel.